Welcome back to another session here, trading the Nasdaq. We see a big push here, giving the market some time. The trend is very clear. So it's kind of interesting that the DAX is not really moving up. So I could consider doing a quick long here with a lighter position. Haven't done anything. Because of Nasdaq is moving up that much, I considering doing a long here on the DAX. It's weird, the DAX is not really moving up. So Wall Street is pushing, and we see Nasdaq is also pushing, and as well as S&P 500. The reason why we saw this push here, so first we get PMI came in as expected, and we're gonna have in 15 minutes, we're gonna have flash manufacturing PMI and flash service PMI. So this is going to move the market, okay? Just be very careful. So in about 1 hour we have news coming in, and in about 15 minutes we're going to have news, but the market is really pushing. I know it could sell off. So far, to mark the highs, to mark the lows, where we're gonna enter, highs of 900, so break above 900, 915, I'll go for long. So we can break above this range here where I have my mouse, long. And for the lows, so far we are trading at 24. So break below that could trigger a short for me. But again, I'm gonna give the market some time and not do something that I do not feel good about, okay? So Nasdaq is moving down, but no progress really below 25. We saw also it pushed a lot, right? And then DAX did not push. So DAX did manage to break out of the range of 21,800 and did not manage to break below 700. So it's still strong bullish for me on the short time frame back to 22,000. So I'm considering taking a long here because we have great support. But again, there's no momentum, there's no clear signs, so there's low probability. This is not an A+ setup. I'm just not doing anything. Over here we see some selling pressure. Let's see if we're gonna hold support here, and I could consider doing both long and short. So far haven't done anything. Big push, crazy push. And I saw that, that's what I expected, that we will see a 200-point move on the DAX, and that's why I really want to go long, and told you about the long. The market's just really pushing high. I'm considering taking a long because we break 900. I think I'm gonna do a light long of only 2, and then I'm gonna have a wider stop loss of 60 points, and a target of 250 points. So I'll start going in here at 33. It's currently trading at 900. Wow. Just moving my stop loss back to lows. It's a very light position, so it's really not going to hurt me. It's extremely light. But we're going to grow this small account to a larger account. We still need to come above 40, 50K, and then let's see here. No progress so far. I could consider adding if we break above 950. So I might add if we break above 950, okay? Again, very, very light position, okay? So it doesn't gonna affect anything. I'm risking under 0.3% here. This is probably the lightest position I will do on this account size because it's above 33, 34K. One of the live accounts here, the experiments from 20K to 20 million. So it's very light, it doesn't really make sense for me. I want to normally do 10 here, but now I just went in with 2 to see if we're gonna really push above 950, and then I'm gonna go back for another long. If I get stopped out, I lose nothing. So regarding the news, it's gonna come in about 5 minutes. So I don't know why the market is reacting so crazy to it. But to me, I can just hold this one here. I saw this happened. I want to go maybe back long here. I think I'm also going to place a lighter long position here in the DAX. Maybe risking 40 points to make 120 points. It's just light longs I'm placing. My stop loss place. But again, yeah, you could just wait another 4 or 5 minutes. The news is going to come out soon. Then we're going to see some volatility for sure, and it could drop a lot in value. You could also push back, so it's a little risky play here, but again, it's very light. So for you, this should be risking 0.3%, 0.2%. For me, it's a good risk to reward. We could close the DAX one just quick. For 0.3% profit. I just closed it, then I can always re-enter it. But this is normal what we see. We're gonna have news in 4 minutes. I'm still long. I know it's a very light position, but it's still okay because we can hold it. My target still remains the previous highs. So the previous highs for the past month. Still long, nothing has changed, guys. If you went long here, you can also close it if you want and just take a moment off. It's a good setup back to here or even higher. I planned for this one, and that's why I just went long with a very light position, because I know it would end up. I know this will go up. I saw it Wall Street and US tech, they pumped, and DAX was not doing anything, it just sold off. So that was very clear to me. Still waiting, no progress at all. Still giving it another 2 minutes. If we're gonna break above the 930, I'm gonna add more to the long, and I could do more heavy position. We'll also go back long here on DAX. I have been going in for DAX again here. I have my stop loss at lows, target at highs. We could scalp this market here. Close it again just for fun at 916. As you can see, trading at 916, just in and out quick. Same here, holding it, waiting for it to push above. And then I could exit just before the news, and I think I will do that. Could be fun to see if we can break the 40k this week. I think it's possible. Just 100% for 2 weeks. Regarding DAX, if you should go long or short, I'm not doing anything right now. I know it's higher lows and higher highs. Like overall, it's a good signal for me. I'll exit this one here because we're gonna have news in about 1 minute. So this could really go crazy. I mean, so I think I'm gonna exit this one here if we can get profit for this one here. And if I lose, then it's fine. I'm only in with such a few contracts. I'm only in with 2, so it doesn't really gonna hurt if it's gonna go back to stop loss. Let's see here. No progress at all. Selling off, it pushed up. Get ready for exit this one here, just for break even. I just exit this one at 45. Yeah. I don't have any open positions. Again, it doesn't really matter to the track record or to the like balance. How many trades did I do so far? I'm gonna wait for these news. The news is gonna come in. The long idea is not bad, but I don't have any positions. The news is gonna come in now. So let's see. Okay, we got it there. Better than expected. And this is worse than expected. How are they reacting? Yeah, you could exit if you want. You can hold it. I have exit this one here. It's not a bad idea to hold a long. It's not a fake out, guys. It's a fine long. It's just I'm not doing it. I'm just waiting for it to break the highs. That's my strategy, to break the highs and then see if it's a fake out. It's not a fake out. You see, told you, could exit if you want. I would probably exit this one here and just wait. So I managed to do 4 trades and only 0.6%. So, but it's okay. I risk it. Not like, yeah, okay, I was down at some point, but I know it wouldn't go below based on these patterns here. For me, DAX also looks like a good setup. Could consider doing a long on DAX back to here. No progress. So above here, for me, it's a long. But again, I think it's a fake out. So if I want to do something, I have to break above 19,000, okay? For me to take a really short, it's have to break below here, okay? This is not super risky to me for going long. We could do a long together. I think I'm going to start doing a long on DAX. Then I will risk 40 points here. Let's see here. Exit this one here again. Just quick scalping. I think it's going to come back. Let's see if it's going to come back to 30 again. Then we go along and we just hold it to 21,000. This is a long for me. I've been telling you that. Only long. So far, I planned this out. a break above, and it did. That's why I went long. And here I'm just waiting for another confirmation, and if it breaks below short, we're not trading in this noise. If I want to trade something, I trade here long. I told you we'll come back to 30 instead of 60. Again, lighter position for me personally. DAX could come back as Nasdaq could. It looks like it's going to be a week, but I'm holding a long right here and I'm scalping it, and I will close it maybe at 75 or maybe 22. Okay, so it's low risk for me. Exit again here if we can get out. Not really. Not able to close it. Let's try another time. Nope. Cannot close it. Sometimes I do like this. But that's fine. I don't really want to close it. It looks good to me to hold a long position on the DAX. It doesn't really matter if it's comebacks to here. The overall risk to reward for me is currently interesting. So I have 0.6% to work with, and I probably can lose 0.2%. So I'm just holding along here. It doesn't really interesting to me not to. You might ask if I would like to add, so I'm not adding to a negative position. I'm only going to add to DAX if this is going to break above, and Wall Street is also going to break above or maybe come back to here. I see DAX is not doing anything. Okay, this is a fake out for a short in my opinion. I'm not adding to it here because it could easily go down to 900, and I could consider moving my stop loss just to the lows, so maybe 70, and then hold it all the way back to 100. So DAX is a little bit more easy for me right now. Here there's no progress, no confirmation at all. Be careful, it's a fake out. If it's going to break above, they might want to push it back again, but they can also push it above. This have to consolidate and come above within the next 2 minutes for me to really be positive. But again, you're asking if I'm still holding long. I do. This is a fake out. All the beginners is shorting, and I could see that on my screens. You cannot see my 4 screens, but I could just see that what's going on. After many years of study these, it's like very easy to me to see what's going on. You ask if I should move my stop loss. I'm not gonna move it. I'm waiting for it to push above. Then DAX will come maybe with 100 point. Everyone's saying that shorted. This is very negative. It's not, guys. I know what I'm doing. This is a long, but yeah, just holding the DAX one, waiting for DAX to pump. If it's gonna sell off, I lose like nothing. I'm only with 5, so it doesn't really affect this one here. Fake out. Wait for it to break above 10. If it breaks above 10, then you go in. And then DAX just sold off there. Okay, that's fine. That was to take the stop losses out. It's very volatile right now. I get stepped out on the DAX one for no reason. Everyone went long right there, and they hope. They went long there and they hope. And now they're getting stopped out. Because everyone on all the retail investors, that's also why I closed it. So if I want to do something, I want to do a long again here. I think I'm going to do a long again here. I'll do a long here at 850 on DAX. It's very risky, just be careful, guys. Don't oversize, don't over leverage here. On the Nasdaq, you could consider doing a long if we do not break below 900 in the next 2 minutes. If we break below, it's a short. If we break above, it's a long. So break above here, it's a long, and if we do not break below, it's still long. Okay. Here. I think I just exit this one quick here. I can always re-enter. I think, let's see here. I'm gonna re-enter my long here in DAX. Re-enter long on DAX. Let's see here. Could also consider going for long on Nasdaq. Overall, I'm break even because of this push down, and then DAX overreacted. So we got progress. Everyone got stopped out there, and I know that 950. They hope they get stopped out. They're dumping it, and they could dump it back to this line. So many traders gonna have the stop losses here. They're just playing with it. So long above after half an hour. So if 6 minutes we could enter a long above here. I'm not trading this one. I'm just waiting for break below, break above. The DAX here looks like a short to me. I think I'm gonna short this DAX here. Yeah. Considering shorting it here at 900. I'll place a short here at 81 to see if it's gonna sell off, and then I can always exit this one here. Close this one out here if we're gonna push. It's very risky right here because the Nasdaq, I'm not super sure if it's gonna come all the way back to here, and I think it will. That's why I went short. I'm gonna move my stop loss to 95, and I could let this run back to the lows here. Every time Nasdaq is pushing, the DAX is falling after. The DAX is always more slow. I think I'm gonna exit this one here. I think the DAX is gonna get stopped out. So DAX is pushing, moving stop loss again. It's so light, so I can just keep moving it if I really want to. And the Nasdaq could hold here. Wow. They could push it above 950 and then start rallying. The same with the Nasdaq. It looks like a long here. Great support there. They could push everything back. I'm moving my stop loss, and then I'm adding to this one here. Still holding short. I could consider exit the ones I just opened. Still think it's gonna come back to, let's see here. Or just exit the ones I just opened at 9:16. I still have one short position opened on the DAX. It's not giving me any signals at all. It's very risky right here. For me, this is more short sign on a short time frame. So short maybe back to 700. It didn't break above after half an hour. It's showing weak signs. I'm just holding my short here. I open on the DAX. I'll hold it back to 760, just above 750. There's no signs, there's no signals, there's no high probability setups for Nasdaq so far. We did not manage after half an hour, after 15 minutes to really like close and show clear direction. A lot of traders enter long, a lot of traders they entered short there. you shouldn't be doing anything, okay? Here looks to me more like a short again. I'm not gonna open more short positions, I'm just gonna hold it. I wouldn't take any trades on Nasdaq. Wall Street, no. I wouldn't do anything. But again, this lower week is still below. There's no really confirmation, it's too risky. I'm not saying we cannot make money by going long. I'm just saying it's very risky, so I would probably be careful. I'm gonna add to this short here on DAX. I think DAX could easily come back to 880 or even lower. But again, you could be wrong. But I'm not in that heavy, so it doesn't really worry me. If we're gonna sell off back to lows, we're gonna sell off back to lows. If we don't, then we're gonna rally. Great for the market. It's just not giving me a sign, and it's half an hour over. So that's why I simply just have a short right now. But I could be wrong. Stop loss is here at just above 950. And target all the way back. Okay, big push. Let's see here. I might get stopped out. Let's see here. Moving my stop loss up. I don't want to get stopped out like very quick. I did not get stopped out. Still have my positions. Very volatile, this market. This is completely insane. Maybe this is too volatile for me on the short time frame. Yeah, I will probably, let's just exit this one here. So I exit the ones we just opened. There's so much volatility and we have to be very careful here. I'm saying it, okay? To help you out, okay? So just do not trade more today, call it a day. It's just, they're really trying to manipulate and fake out all traders. It's a long because we're holding. So it is a long, it's just very risky. So if I was you, I would personally not trade more. We could take it back to here, make a couple of percentage, but it's just very risky, okay? And because I do low size, it doesn't really affect my overall like performance. Yes, I'm down, but it's not really bad, okay? Every time you see a big push, you get an overreaction to DAX. So the DAX is always coming after. So I'm pretty confident this is gonna work. I'm glad I moved my stop losses. I did that because I can. I'm only in with 5. It's like nothing. Like if it goes against me with like 50 points, 60 points, I lose like under like 0.6%. What's here? I'm still short. Just move my stop loss. I might take profit if it's just gonna go down very quick and they just pushing it down very quick. I just get out with good profit, and then if we break below, I just re-enter my short and I take it all the way back. I'm moving my stop loss to 961 again. I don't hope that you went above here. The body have to close above. This is a fake out. This is a fake out. This is a fake out. I would only short the market now, all the way back to lows or even lower, because there's no confirmation after half an hour. So that's a short sign for me. But I'm not gonna add to this one here. It's too risky. They could easily push it. You see how volatile this is. But what we can do is we could move our stop loss again up, and then we just keep adding, because it will fall at some point or it will push. But if it push, it's not really hurting us. This looks like it's gonna push above. I'm moving my stop loss again. I can tolerate the loss. I have a feeling that they might push it above 90, 960, because there's a lot of stop losses here and there's a lot of stop losses here, and then you're going to try to push it back to here. So I think it's going to get rejected there and then sell back again. But again, we do not live with hope. Nasdaq is not giving any confirmation. This is like kind of like choppy as well. Don't enter long or short. Only enter long if we can close and we can move slowly above, and it's not that volatile. Like it have to move slowly above, and then you could just hold it. So selling pressure on Nasdaq and big push on I'll add here to the short. Big push on DAX for no reason. I think it's an overreaction. I'm still risking under 2% for the day. I made money on the DAX session in the morning, and if I lose here, I lose like, just exit, nope, still holding it. But if I lose these two trades and they just push it, I get stopped out, I still lose under 2%. So, and I'm gonna win probably 4% today if this is really gonna sell off. I still have my target of 800. Still want it to come all the way back to 800. It's not sure that this is gonna come back. Okay, so this could really push now. As you can see, a big green candle. It's coming in, and I know it could be a long day. It's holding very clear. It's holding very smooth. So this could be only long day. Okay. Let's see here. I might consider closing the one I just opened. If we can push maybe to 917, I might consider closing the ones I opened just to re-enter. I just closed the ones I just opened. As you can see, you can still hold your shorts if you want. I'm in with such a light position, so no progress above the highs, no progress really, so that's why I still short. I'm still short, okay? Nasdaq could push. That's what they are setting themselves up for right now. They really want to push the market. They don't want to dump the market, okay? So they really want to push it from here all the way back. That's what they're trying to do. That's also why DAX is also pushing. They really try to push it high, okay? And I could get stopped out on this one here. Okay, interesting that they're really trying to push the market. I think it's a big fake out. Nasdaq is not showing any progress above. They could push it. So they could push it 500 points today. Nasdaq could really push, okay? So it could be a really good day to be long, and there's just no confirmation. That's simply why I'm holding my short position, but it's very tough, this market here, because they just keep pushing it and there's no really selling pressure. Such a strong market. Wall Street, very clear up. Nasdaq, it's gonna break above now, very clear up. And DAX is also breaking above, and it's very clear what they are preparing a big push to take all shoulders out. Again, Nasdaq is selling off, no confirmation. This is where you should not be trading. It's just, you're gonna get fake out. They try to push it back for you to come in, and then they're gonna dump it again. And now you're gonna go in and they're gonna push it and then they're gonna dump it. So you will lose the money trading today if you're not holding a short with a wider stop loss and of course size down. Many people say, and I know many traders, I could see it. They go along and they hope, and it might be right. So they will push it maybe. There's an 80% chance that they're gonna push it. and they really want to, as you could see, right? They want to push it to around here, so they could dump it after. And I'm not saying they're not going to push it. I'm just saying we also have to be realistic, and it's not really breaking above after 40 minutes now. 40 minutes. But DAX is very clear that it's going to push today. DAX fear nothing, and that's why I just keep going up, keep going up, keep going up, keep going up. The same with the Nasdaq, it's keep going up, okay? I would not go long, I would not trade more, I would just hold this setup here because I can. I could consider adding to it. But again, it could come up here, so that's the risk. That's also why I have my stop loss here at 22.03. Consider doing a little bit more heavier position with a tighter stop loss, just to take it quick back. But again, it's very risky. No confirmation at all. I think they're gonna push the market back to 300 now, push it back to 19,000, and then they could drop it back to there, okay? So don't go long, because you see it's gonna break above in half an hour or maybe an hour. If we are trading above, you can go long, but not now. I'll be very careful doing a long here. Doing a little bit more heavier short here to see if we're gonna push back to 925 or even 900. Again, this could be a risky play because there's no really confirmation. I'll just exit that one I just opened. Not for a lot, but just still $170. Overall, I did many trades, probably 12 trades, and I make one loss on a long from DAX. Still holding the short, and I hold it the short because I know they will push it, and they might gonna come up here, and they could even come higher. And of course, I'm not gonna hold a short and hope for something to turn. I'm gonna exit my short, and I could consider exiting some of it here. So I could consider exit half of it here. So Nasdaq is keep pushing here. I think, let me see if this is gonna be a fake out. Because if this is gonna be a fake out, and they're gonna dump it hard back to here, then DAX will even fall harder. So what I see in the DAX is there's no progress really above. It's not really rallying. I know this is always slower, but the Wall Street is close to resistant. The Nasdaq is close to resistant. I'm not saying we cannot go long. I'm not saying it's not gonna pump. I say it's a good long. I'm just saying be careful. That's the only thing I say. I'll do a quick short here. It's very risky. Here at 63, it's very risky, so do not copy. And I could consider closing it if it's gonna push. They really tried to push the Nasdaq, and that's just great for the market. Congratulations. But will they stop here, and will they really sell off? This is like kind of like a weak market. Again, they could push it above. It's also why I have my stop losses in place. I might get stopped out on this one here. Yes, I got stopped out on this one here. You see, getting rejected. I'll do a risky trade here, so I'll take a short here. It looks like it's getting rejected. I'll have my stop loss at highs. See if it's gonna come back. Nope, no really progress. Could exit this one quick just for 25. Just to see if this is really gonna sell off or if this is gonna continue. So we saw our DAX pushed, took me out, and it just pushed all the way back, got rejected. Okay. No progress at all. Still looking weak to me. That's why I'm holding short. Okay, I'll add more to this stupid short here. As you can see, here we go. Can exit again. Quick scalping. I like to do another short here on the DAX. Nasdaq looks very weak to me. I'm pretty confident it's going to end around here. Same with the Wall Street, it's going to end around there. It's going to sell off. The DAX is just extremely crazy. I'll exit this one here again for a little loss. I know you might not be able to catch these moves and it doesn't really make sense to you what I'm doing. I'm just protecting myself. There's no reason to be over leveraged if it's not really selling off. So I'm counting to 10. It's not really pushing down. That's why I'm closing it with a very little loss. So if they're pushing it up, there's no reason to be over leveraged and be in with too many contracts, and then it's just pushing. So I'm happy to do a short all the way back to here, all the way back, but I just wanted to see it's going to sell off. This is confirmation, some sort of confirmation. I'm going to start doing a short here again at 56, counting to 10. Then we can exit this one here. Here we go, exit at 43. You could exit even better now if you want to exit. At 30, told you, but all the beginners and all the traders I know, they're going along here. And all the traders I know, they're going along here. It's so stupid. They just don't see it. They just don't read it correct, right? Yeah, I was down 600 and what's the risk for me? There's no really risk. And I'm still up today. I think I'm up today overall 2.3%. Yesterday I was up also always 3%, something like that. I will upload all my trades in Discord so you can see all of them. It's super transparent, so I cannot hide anything. Still short, nothing has changed. I think it's still gonna sell below. For me, I'm gonna hold it back to here, but we need to do that within 4 minutes, and then we can exit. Everyone I know, all the professional, all the good guys, they're buying it here. They hope they're buying it here. Confirmation, it's very smooth. They're buying it. I don't. I short it, right? So I would still short the Nasdaq, but again, it could be tricky. It could push back. They could push it now. I could consider cutting losses at DAX, or maybe cut, not losses, but take profit. Not profit if you're gonna get profit here. Let's see here. Are you considering exit if we're gonna break below? Just because I've been waiting so long. So I just exit this position on DAX at 75. This is a market where you shouldn't be trading. So this is what you're gonna do. You mark the highs and you mark the lows for the first 15 minutes. This is what we did. And then after 15 minutes, that's right there. This is the highs. No break above, it was a fake out. Nobody that closed, the color did not close above, so no trade, and no break above. So only thing you could have been doing is a short back to here, but then you wouldn't have got filled because it went up again. And yeah, but you could, if you went short at resistance, you could close it now. I think I'm done for today. I think I shouldn't be doing more trading. I think this is enough for me, so I'll call it here and I'll do some journal.